We're only about a third of the way through this list, and I'm just loading this thing with S tiers. We've got another S tier, Herman Miller Gaming Embody. I have put this thing in S tier for like 3 years now. For me, another chair that just checks all the boxes. Ridiculously adjustable. The movement that you get out of the backrest and the seat is really, really good. I love the range of movement and the flexibility. The build quality, second to none. It's Herman Miller. Great policies, good return policy. It's S tier all day for me.
Yeah, I think what Ryan said, it's an awesome chair for sure. I mean, the build on this thing is incredible. It looks super cool from a chair standpoint. As long as you're a chair nerd, I think you're going to think it's pretty dang cool. It's very comfortable in the seat with the pixelated seat system. I like the backrest a lot too. The only thing I personally don't like, which I'm on record stating, is that this always, for whatever reason, with my height at just about 6 foot, this curls my shoulders over just enough to make it uncomfortable for longer sitting periods. But like these arm pads, super soft. They are not maybe as adjustable like with the adjustment numbers that it has, but they're super big pads and they cover as much range as I need. And obviously Herman Miller's got great policies. The only thing I don't love is that they charge you now $99 to return their chairs. But I get it. A lot of people are buying multiple chairs and probably firing them all back at them. So I understand why they're doing it. But still, it's hard to beat. I'm going to go A+ on this.
I'm going to be with Ryan at that S tier. I love this big, wide seat. You can kind of move around in it a little bit, and it has some flexibility. Again, that backrest, lots of flexibility. I'm able to kind of take away some of that shoulder roll by edging out the backrest. You can actually change the backrest tilt independent from the recline. That kind of helps fix that issue for me. And again, like Greg said, it's a great looking chair if that matters to you. So I'm going to be at that S tier.
We've got the Herman Miller Sayl chair. This is one of Herman Miller's sort of, I don't know if it's quite a flagship chair, but it's definitely a well-known chair. Unfortunately, this is one that just doesn't fit me at all. The backrest is just too short for me. So if you are around my height, around 6 foot, you're gonna have the back jabbing into your shoulder blades, which isn't a great vibe for sure. I think if you're shorter, this could be a better option. Overall, I've never been overly impressed with the chair, and honestly, it doesn't really even feel like a Herman Miller quality chair. Herman Miller chairs, just especially like the Embody earlier, just feel real solid. This one feels more like a mid-market chair than it does a premium Herman Miller chair. So I'm going C. It is middle of the road.
When it comes to the Sayl, I'm always trying to like guess, well, if I fit in this, what would I rank it? But I have to just judge it based on what I personally feel in the chair, and I just don't fit in it. Just that backrest is really too short, the seat's small, and I don't really like the armrest. Again, it doesn't feel like that Herman Miller quality you see in the Aeron, you see in the Embody, a lot of their other high-end seating. And also, this is a $1,000 chair that kind of is lacking a lot of the stuff that you see usually in that price range. So it's going to be a low C for me.
I have kind of a different opinion than these guys just because I'm a bit shorter than them. I'm 5'9", and so I can use the chair and fit in it comfortably. I will say that it's not going to be certainly as high-end as the Embody or the Aeron. It's about half the price. The problem that I have is that it's a $1,000 chair, and when you compare it to the Amiya and the Zodi, the two chairs from the biggest competitors for Herman Miller, it's the same price, and I think it's a considerable downgrade to both of those chairs. Do I think it's a well-made chair? Yeah, it's definitely a well-made chair. It's comfortable. You get great policies from Herman Miller. I just think that you're overpaying for the chair. To me, it's more comparable to like a Soji. So if it was $600-700, then I'd be behind this chair. I could recommend it all day. I'm usually at about a B for comfort, but this is going to be a chair, oddly enough, from Herman Miller that I have to lower the score when we factor in everything because I think it loses points just purely on value. I think you're overpaying for what you're getting, and so I'm going to be at a C+ on this one. All right, we got potentially the most iconic chair in the world here. We got the Aeron, and this is the newest version. It's not the classic. It's the up-to-date version. It used to be called the remastered. Now it's just the Aeron. But this is an incredible chair. I don't love mesh seats. I'm known kind of as a mesh seat hater, and this isn't one of my favorite mesh seats, and it's the biggest reason why I just can't sit in this chair all day long. So that would be my one knock on the chair. But everything else on the chair is absolutely ridiculous. These chairs last forever. If there's a chair out there that might last longer than a Leap, it's the Aeron. You get really good policies. Aside from their new return policy with the added fee, I don't love that, but it's Herman Miller. You're getting one of the most well-made chairs on the planet. The recline, the arm comfort, the back comfort. I really love the Posture Fit SL lumbar support. I really can't complain about anything on the chair other than the fact that I don't absolutely love the seat, but even like the headrest, you can solve the headrest problem by adding an Atlas headrest, so it's really, really difficult for me to keep a chair as well-built as this, as iconic as this, as comfortable as this in every spot except for one spot for me out of A tier, and so I'm going to be at an A tier on this one.
Yeah, I mean, I think like Ryan said, I mean, it's hard not to just really think that this chair is one of the best built chairs ever made. And the newer version, I just don't see how it's going to be any worse than the original. I guess some people get and complain a little bit about that plastic being free in the base, but honestly, it's so much quieter that I think it's an upgrade personally for me because the other ones were so annoying. The seat pad on it, that is my only drawback really for me personally, just because I still just don't love the seat pad longer term. I can't sit in it for longer than like 4 or 5 hours, and if I do it for a week long, I will feel it, and it's just I have to get back out of the chair. It's a bit restricting with the side bolsters too, so that's why I have this thing around a B-, which is a huge upgrade from the F tier that I give the Classic. So that's a big swing in the right direction. But their build quality, the fact that you see these chairs out there 30 years old, I mean, I have to give it one of the biggest boosts that you can just when you go overall in this chair. So I'm going to go A-.
Yeah, even though the price is high, the value is definitely there. Like Greg said, you're just going to be able to know that you can have this chair for years. So what I love about it is it has so many things that are the top in any chair that is out there. So the arm pads, they're the best of any chair we have in the room here. The lumbar support, I'd put that definitely close to the top. I also would put the mesh. It has the best quality mesh of any chair. Add the Atlas headrest. That's one of the best headrest combinations. And finally, the recline, easily to me is the best. I'm still not going to quite go S tier, even though I think I have put this as S in the past, only because of those bolsters on the side. I found that I do really like to sit in other positions, and the Aeron doesn't let you do that. So I'll go S-.
If you want to see how we rank all of the most popular chairs, head over to BTODtv to see our full office chair tier list. Click the link in the description.